Bill Griffin. Welcome to Different Take Podcast. If you like this content, please subscribe, like, share, comment. I really appreciate you watching. New episodes Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you watched the news on television or social media, I'm sure you've seen the anger, people taking to the streets, protesting Roe versus Wade, the end of it, 50-year period. And the thing that I think a lot of people don't understand is anger leads to hate that leads to potential violence. Media and politicians use this emotion to their advantage. They use it to control. It's a lot easier to control people when they're emotional instead of being logical. And we'll get into what they should be with. Maybe their anger is pointed at directed at the wrong people, but I want to start this or show you a montage of people that believe third trimester abortions should be legal.
81% of Americans think abortion should be illegal in the last 3 months of pregnancy. That's according to a 2018 Gallup poll, compared to the 13% think that it should be legal. The remaining 4% say it all depends.
My first is, let's say that a woman was going to give birth in a week and she wanted to get an abortion. Should that be legal?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
The infant would be delivered. The infant would be kept comfortable. The infant would be resuscitated if that's what the mother and the family desired. And then a discussion would ensue between the physicians and the mothers.
I guess the pandemic's over. What's wrong, sir? You like killing babies? You love killing babies?
I love killing babies.
You love
Do you think that there should be any restrictions on abortion or it should be regulated at all?
I don't think so. I think that women are capable of making their own independent choices, and I like to think that I can make my own choice regarding my own mental health, my own body.
Do you support any limitation on abortion, or do you think that women should have the right to have an abortion all the way up to 9 months?
I believe an abortion is a medical decision, and I believe that should be a choice made between a doctor and a woman and in consultation with her family. But I think the challenge that we have is that we keep putting this in a political space. This is a medical decision, and the medical choices that should be made should be governed by what is best for that woman and what is best at the suggestion of and advice of their doctor.
So at the end, that was Democrat candidate for governor Stacey Abrams saying it straight out, unfettered right. Women should have the unfettered legal right to terminate their abortion up until the end of the 9th month. And a lot of people say, well, that's very rare. That doesn't happen very often. Yeah, so if that's true and you think it's immoral, then what's wrong with codifying it? I don't understand the logic there. So abortion rights, folks, people in the street protesting in California and all kinds of places, which is they're angry because some states will prohibit abortion, but they don't live there. But they're angry, and they're angry at Republicans. Well, Republicans did what they said they were going to do. For 50 years, they've said that this is pro-life movement, and has been a big part of the Republican Party, and they've been saying they want to we're going to work to confirm Supreme Court justices. They're very open about this. So the anger that the folks on the street have, and many people, leftists and believe in abortion rights and so forth, are sending money to the very people that are chiefly responsible for Roe versus Wade being struck down. Democrats had a lot of years, 50 years, to put this into a federal law, and they were in power many, many times in those 50 years, but they never attempted to do this. It's not that they tried and weren't successful. They never tried. But this is the man that's probably the most responsible. This is Huffington Post headline, April 10th, 2014. That is a photograph of Harry Reid, Senate Majority Leader, The headline is Harry Reid on filibuster reform. Maybe Democrats should have gone further. So what happened was Harry Reid and Democrat senators went along with changing the Senate rules to allow only a 51 vote majority out of 100 senators to confirm Supreme Court justices, whereas before it required 60. And this allowed Donald Trump to get Brett Kavanaugh confirmed. If Brett Kavanaugh does not get confirmed, Roe versus Wade probably doesn't get struck down. He wasn't confirmed with 60 votes. I think it was something like, it was much less than that. It might have been 52 or 3 or something. But point is, this man, Harry Reid, is who these folks really ought to be angry at. He's passed away now, but also the other Senate Democrats. And strangely, in this headline, he's saying that they should have even gone further. So what would have happened is when Donald Trump came into office, now what did he say? He said, get rid of the Senate, get rid of the filibuster, and I can get a lot more stuff done. So that is who they should be angry at. And they should be angry at, if they truly believe this, they should be angry at Democrats for not even attempting to put this into federal law somehow, some way. So in my lifetime, this has always been a moral question between abortion rights and the pro-life sides. And I wonder how many people could actually, that abortion rights folks, they think about this logically, could they actually, if they put themselves in the shoes of actually performing a late-term abortion, pretty, I don't want to even describe it, it's pretty barbaric. Many people who claim that the woman has the right, I think they would have a very difficult time actually doing this. They would, at the end of the day, they'd probably have they just couldn't do it because they would view it as immoral, and they just couldn't do it. But they're mouthing the words and they're saying, because they don't have to do it. Somebody else does that. And, when you're faced with a moral question and you say, well, could I actually do this? Is one way that I think a very good way to decide whether you think something is a moral act or not. Could I actually perform an abortion on a unborn child? Could I end that unborn child's life in the 3rd trimester? And I don't think people do that. So there's always been that back and forth. One side says it's moral not to allow it, and the other side says it is. You saw the people, they actually believe that. And ask yourself, could you perform it at any stage? If you can't do it because you think it's immoral, well, then you know what side you're on. The folks that are angry also, they're not going to win folks over with anger. They're going to win them over with cogent arguments. That's always the way you never win people over with this emotional, I'm angry, I hate you for not thinking like me, and threatening violence and that sort of thing. That never wins anybody over. This is going to be sent back to the states, and each state's going to decide on this. And being angry out there protesting and blocking traffic. I mean, imagine you're driving down the road and you got to pull over and you want to go home, take care of your kids or whatever you have to do, and you're blocked in traffic on the highway because people are out in the street protesting. That's not going to win people over. An example of that is this tweet. Her name is C Hate on Twitter. It says, abortion is health care and also traumatic. So if you do have one, please gather all of your closest friends after to celebrate. Be around endless love and happiness for your decision. Thanks for everyone who came last night. So you have a cake with icing on top of the cake that reads, It's a boy and blue letters, and then the letters, black letters, RTED, are put on, superimposed over the Y and the word boy. So it actually reads, it's aborted. So apparently it was a boy that was going to be a boy. Maybe they didn't. Maybe the person who had the abortion, the woman that had the abortion, didn't know the sex. But at any rate, this kind of stuff is not going to win people over. It's just not. As you saw at the very beginning, 81% of people opposed third trimester abortions. So in many cases, in many states, this is not going to. States can allow this to happen. I think that's going to happen in places like California and New York. In a lot of places, that's what they're going to struggle with. And you can see the vast majority of people are against this. But the abortion rights people, it's kind of, I think with young people, it's kind of a cool thing to do, get out there and protest something. But this is going to be the question, whether to prohibit it outright. I think country Poland, for example, doesn't. It's completely prohibited, my understanding. France, 15 weeks. They allow 15 weeks, and there's going to be some sort of compromise on many states on what the restrictions are. But you have companies that are actually offering money to their employees after Roe v. Wade ended, and they're offering company employees money to go get an abortion if they choose to, which I think that's a pretty erratic, sort of eccentric business decision that could backfire. It's a pretty aggressive business decision as well. That's my podcast for today. I really appreciate you watching. Please subscribe, like, share, comment if you like the content, and thanks for watching.